Do you know how to get a high dollar, low payment VA loan for your business? Well, I'm about to reveal to you every detail you need to know to get a VA loan with phenomenal terms and high loan amounts and very low payments. I'm going to show you where to get approved, how to get approved. I'm even going to reveal to you the classified underwriting formula that lenders have to determine if you should be approved and how much money you should actually get. I'm going to talk to you about the secret credit score that lenders use to underwrite VA loans so you know how to control it so you can get the maximum funding for your business. I'm going to show you how to get a VA loan quickly and easily, and I'm going to show you how to do it while slashing the fees on VA loans where you pay less than 95% of entrepreneurs are paying now. Plus, I'm going to show you how to get the most money and the lowest payment on VA loans, even if you think you can't qualify now. I'm going to sprinkle in my best tips and tactics along the way to help you get maximum funding, low payments, and low interest rates. And if you stick around to the end, I'm going to get you access to our funding vault of 27 killer ways to get money for your business. We've got a lot to cover, so let's dive in. The absolute best VA financing available is actually issued through SBA. Well, I shouldn't say issued because SBA actually guarantees loans and credit lines. They don't actually issue them. As a matter of fact, most SBA financing comes from big banks or what we call traditional lenders, Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo, etc. So they issue the loans, and then you have SBA that actually comes in and guarantees the loan in case of default. So for example, if you're given an SBA loan and you default on that loan, well, SBA guarantees they'll pay back a bank like Chase upwards of 80, 85, even 90% of whatever that defaulted amount is. So there's a lot of big banks that offer SBA loans, a lot of online lenders or fintech lenders as well. SBA has a whole list on their website of sources that can help you, and you can go to creditsuite.com/get funding, and we can help you as well. Sign up with the perfect SBA broker or source who can help you get your SBA financing secured. Now that you know that, what kind of SBA financing are you going to actually go get? Well, there's actually three types of SBA financing you should know about, or three categories. The first of which is called micro loans, and these are loans under $50,000. Now, these aren't offered through typical SBA sources, even lenders. They're offered through intermediaries, which are nonprofit organizations. And again, they're good for smaller loan amounts. Then there's SBA 504 financing, and this is good for the purchase of fixed assets. So maybe you're buying real estate or machinery or equipment, even utilities, things of that nature. So if you have a fixed asset you want to purchase, that's when 504 financing comes in. But when we look at VA financing, what we really want is what's called SBA 7A loans or credit lines. Now, there's actually 9 different subcategories of SBA 7A financing, depending on whether you want a loan or a credit line, or you're doing international business or working with exporting business, importing business, how fast you want the loan, etc. But one of those subcategories is VA financing. So you're going to want 7A financing, which means you can use this for working capital. You can use it to purchase, whatever it may be for the business, marketing assets. You can use it for expansion. You can even use it for payroll and to be able to hire employees. Working capital really means you can use it for general purposes, and being that you qualify for VA financing, you're going to get a really good deal on the financing you do get through this 7A program. So what's the benefit then of getting VA financing through SBA or SBA guaranteed financing? Well, the benefit being that you qualify for VA financing is that you can pay no fees on the actual financing you get. Look, SBA financing is already amazing because the term is long, 20, 30 years. The interest rate's very low. So because you have a long term and a low rate, your payments are really, really, really low compared to the amount of money that you borrow. And with 7A financing, you can get as much as $5 million in financing, or if you stay under $350,000, you can get the amount that you want fairly quickly in less than 2 months, sometimes even in less than 1 month. The real benefit when you qualify for VA financing is that you can actually get all fees waived on the VA loan. Now, here's why this makes a big deal, because SBA has fees, the bank has fees. There's a lot of fees involved when you go to get SBA financing. But when you qualify for VA financing, then you can actually be able to get all those fees waived. Now, you might end up paying some fees and just get a discount on those fees depending on the loan amount. So when it comes to VA financing through SBA, the main benefit is that you can get all of the fees fees waived or reduced depending on your overall loan amount. So now that you know that, how do you qualify for SBA financing? Well, there's three main things you need to qualify. The first is credit. You need to have good consumer credit and business credit. As a matter of fact, SBA says on their website, you should remove any blemishes from your credit report before you even apply. That means they want good credit. They don't want collections and judgments and negative information on the credit profile. Plus, you need to establish business credit as well. And here's why. Because with SBA, they use FICO SBSS score for qualification. So any kind of VA financing you want to get, you have to have a FICO SBSS score high enough in order to qualify. An SBSS score actually looks at commercial credit, business credit, and consumer credit. But here's the problem. You need a 140, 150, 160 type score to qualify for any SBA financing. And it's mathematically impossible to have that score if you don't have any established business credit. So you're going to need to establish some business credit with Dun & Bradstreet, with Equifax, with Experian Commercial, and then that will tie into your FICO SBSS score that will help you have scores high enough to qualify. Now, you're also going to need collateral equal to or greater than the loan amount. And almost any business assets will work: equipment, inventory, account receivables, purchase orders, whatever it may be that you have, real estate as assets in the business. If that's not enough to cover the loan amount, well, then they'll dip in and want you to collateralize personal assets instead: a house, vehicles, stocks, bonds, 401ks, whatever you have of value in the business or individually. They're going to want to collateralize until they get enough collateral that's equal to or greater than the actual loan amount. And the third thing that you need for SBA is you need to qualify with revenue. You need to have cash flow. They're going to want 3 years worth of tax returns. And those 3 years worth of tax returns preferably will show that your revenues are staying the same or increasing, and hopefully you even have some kind of profit. So you need to have good cash flow verifiable per your tax returns. You need to have good personal and business credit, and you also need to have collateral to qualify for SBA finance. Now, the alternative is the micro loan. If you go with the micro loan, you can get involved with a shorter time in business and without needing all of that. But again, for VA financing through SBA, you're going to need cash flow, credit, and collateral in order to get approved. You want to get approved? Well, if you want to get approved for any kind of SBA loan or credit line, especially VA financing, then you can go to creditsuite.com/get funding or give us a call for a free consultation. On a consultation call, we will do a fundability assessment to see what's wrong with fundability that will typically get you turned down, help you fix that stuff so you can get approved. On top of that, we will also help you get your business credit reports and scores for free from Dun & Bradstreet, Equifax, Experian. Usually they'll cost you $250. We get them for you at no cost and give you tips and tactics to improve your business credit. And we help you actually get funding. We worked over 1,000 funding sources. And on top of that, we worked over every legitimate funding program that's out there. So if you can't qualify for VA financing or SBA, we have a lot of programs that are way easier and faster that you're still able to secure. All of that happens on a consultation. So give us a call at 877-600-2487, 877-600-2487, or you can schedule online, creditsuite.com/consult. And if you got value from this training, please like this video and make sure you subscribe on the platform you're watching on. By subscribing, you get notified whenever we release new content. It's about helping you get money to grow your business. So thanks for tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you on our next training where we talk about more cool ways to get money to start and grow your business.